Hey everyone, and welcome to the Fellowship of the Brass Ring point update. Now you're probably all asking yourself, where the hell is that handsome devil, the Big Landowski, leader of the LNWO? Well, he is off, to steal a phrase from someone else, redesigning, rebuilding, remodeling his theater. So best of luck to him with that. And he has entrusted me, the leader of the Kabana clique, to keep this thread too sweet until he gets back. So, I'm going to give you guys a point update. I'm going to give you guys the #1 contender for No Mercy, and I'm going to give you the matches on the card. So, let us start with the points. We will talk about least amount of points to most amount of points, eventually revealing who our #1 contender is. So, in last place, he hasn't gotten a lot of sleep lately, and he probably is the reason he's lost out on points. There's no other excuse. It's Papa Rollins with -14 points. Slightly ahead of him is the Heart Puncher herself, Ox Saunders, with 12 points. I'm happy to say outside of Josh, everyone finished in the money this time. Right in front of her with 1 point is the Jewel, leader of the Vault and Fellowship of the Brass Ring champion. Ahead of her, by about double points, is the Cult of Nathanity with 34 points. So good on you, buddy. Major improvement as far as I can tell. Right in front of him is the Firing Squad with 59 points. From what I'm hearing, Executioner's still out with an injury, so we'll see where that goes. Right ahead of him is the Big Landowski, leader of the LNWO, with 70 points. And your #1 contender for the Fellowship of the Brass Ring Championship to take on the Jewel at No Mercy is the leader of the Kabana clique, myself, Kolton Kabana. Now, we've talked about the points. Let's go on to the card. In the card, we've got, starting off, the Big Landowski versus Papa Rollins, and their first matchup is Jack Swagger versus Baron Corbin. After that, we have The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler. The Jewel has The Miz. Heart Puncher Ox Saunders has Dolph Ziggler. This is an Intercontinental title versus career match. If The Miz wins, he retains and Dolph Ziggler retires. If The Miz loses, he hands over his Intercontinental belt. After that, we have Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt. That's Nathanity versus the Big Landowski. Next, we have Nikki Bella versus Carmella. We have the Big Landowski versus Heart Puncher Ox Saunders. After that, we've got... oh my goodness, sorry, my computer's being slow. We have Kurt Face the Facts Hawkins versus To Be Determined, which is the Big Landowski versus To Be Determined. Next up, we have the tag match, which is the Usos, heel Usos, who, by the way, I love, versus Beauty and the Man Beast, Heath Slater and Rhino. And that's the Executioner with the Usos and the Jewel and Nathanity with Heath Slater and Rhino. We next have the only person who I have in SmackDown lineup, Alexa Bliss, versus Heart Puncher Ox Saunders' girl, Becky Lynch, the Women's Championship. And then finally we have Dean Ambrose, held by the Big Landowski, versus John Cena, held by Nathanity, versus the World Heavyweight Champion, AJ Styles, versus the Jewel. And those are the card. I will text it out to the thread so me and the Jewel can pick. For a second, let me take off my GM cap and let me put on my Kabana clique sandals, and let me tell you something. That belt's not going to California, Jewel. It's staying here with us. It's going to stay where it was forged. It's never leaving the state again. That belt is the rightful property of the Kabana clique. It's the only thing we want. It's the only thing we've been lusting after since we got it taken away from us at SummerSlam. We need that belt, and we're taking it back. So, on that note, we'll see you at No Mercy. We'll see who comes out on top. God bless you. God bless the United States. God bless the thread. And God bless the Kabana clique. We'll catch you all later.